Welcome back to the Market Wolf. I am the Market Wolf, where I give you the best bear case, the best bull case, and I give you my opinion. We are looking at TRIAS on the weekly time frame. It is currently 9:16 p.m. Central Time, Saturday, March 16th. And tomorrow we will have our weekly close, but I did want to bring you this TRIAS update as it will be of importance going forward. We did have a daily close below 12.26, which is not good. However, as you can see right now, we have made our way back up above 12.26, and we are holding there for now on the weekly. This ascending wedge that we broke down out of and closed below, a measured move for a breakdown like we've seen now, that's bearish. So the measured move down would take you all the way potentially down to about $6.30. Now, realistically speaking, do I think that's actually going to happen in a bull market? Likely not. I think that we may have some continued downside in the medium term, potentially. What you might see here on like the 2-hour to 6-hour time frame is a bear flag form, then some more potential downside, possibly to about 1135. I think max 1092, because Bitcoin may have some more downside as well. We'll have to see. Essentially, TRIAS is following Bitcoin right now, and by percent, I haven't mentioned this in the past, but by percent, if you put them on an equivalent scale, TRIAS was actually trading higher than Bitcoin. It was ahead of it. So it wouldn't surprise me to see a little more blow off. Now, does that mean we're going to have a complete collapse down here into this green zone? No, I don't think so. Not right now. What we're going to look for on Bitcoin is we want to see a wick like on the monthly that would be a wick that would be above like a 20% topping wick. If you had a top wick on a monthly candle, like say we were looking at the monthly and we're looking at a wick on Bitcoin, if that thing measured more than 20%, then yeah, we could see the end of a bull market, or maybe it was a fake out in the first place. But right now I'm just not seeing that on Bitcoin, so I'm not that worried about TRIAS. I think you have some more downside in the short term because we do have decreasing price, but as of now, we'll have to see how this closes on the weekly. As of now, I don't see an increase in the exiting volume, and that's a good thing. Some heavy exiting volume now, of course, but we'll have to see how this plays out into tomorrow. Like I said, I think we see a little bear flag here, potentially a little more downside, but I think we're going to get a bounce eventually. I just don't see us breaking all the way down here. I don't think that's possible. So our three levels that we need to be paying attention to are going to be $9.51, $10.92, and $12.26. If we could hold here right now, because Bitcoin is on the daily time frame, Bitcoin is on the 20-day moving average, this red line right here. So if we can hold right here, if Bitcoin holds and we can hold right here, that would be excellent. If we could actually chop in this range between 1242 and 1340, that would be ideal, because then I think we get a much easier back test to try and back test this wedge. And if we could get back inside of this wedge, that would be bullish. So that's the bull case you want to pay attention to. I've given you the bear case. I've given you my opinion. Let's take a look at Quant. Quant might be searching for a bottom now as well. Of course, with Quant, it's a whole different ball game. It is following Bitcoin right now as well. But the big problem with Quant is all this resistance right here. And so, unfortunately, it didn't hold its own. It did follow Bitcoin on the breakdown, and we're below all of these resistance lines again. We're so close to a major breakout with Quant. It's just very annoying if you're waiting. But the good news is, on the 2-day time frame at least, we are holding the 20-day. And like I said in my earlier updates, it's just really important that we hold this $119.48 level. We want to see that hold, even if this does continue to break down in the short term. Again, we have to be watching Bitcoin there and see what happens. do want to take a look at, well, let's just see what's going to happen in some of the shorter time frames. For instance, let's just take a look at the 1 hour. Okay, so on the 1 hour time frame, yeah, it looks like we're probably going to revisit, I would say, about $125.79. And I would expect us to get rejected there, come back down a little bit more, possibly all the way to 119, and double tap about 119 or just below it where this wick is down here, which would be roughly about 118.83. Then I could see us actually gaining some momentum to back test this area up here somewhere between $126 and about $132.38 to see if we want to break through that resistance. So that's what I'm seeing in the short term for quant. Yeah, see, quant typically has these high wicks anyway, but if you notice on this weekly candle so far, you know, we'll have to see what happens into Sunday. So this could be signaling a total breakdown, right? But if it closed with positive incoming volume, and you look down here also at the moving average with the MACD and price breaking above there, what this could actually be signaling to us is a further momentum drive up, because we did pierce our Dungeness channel. We had good incoming volume, and so back here all the way on in December, that was really a move that was saying, hey, we likely have some upside here. So when we broke down on this weekly time frame, no, we generally held. We did have a small break below the average. So, but now we're back above it. Just, you know, if we could get, if this closes with positive incoming volume tomorrow, and it looks like we might, based on the time frame, the lower time frames, because it looks like we might have a momentum move up. That would be great if we could close this tomorrow, maybe somewhere testing 132, because we would close in the positive. So that would be very promising. And remember, we also with Bitcoin still in a bull run until we're not. And right now, I'm not seeing that we're not. So quant may do its thing here and have a move up, you know, a slight move down, another little hook to get us on top side of these resistance lines, and then we might get boom candles for confirmation of a serious breakout. And I tell you what, when quant runs, it's going to run. It is going to run when it breaks out. So, you know, not financial advice at all, but you know, I don't tell you where to buy, sell, or trade. I don't tell you where to average down. I'm the market wolf. I give you the best bear case, the best bull case, in my opinion. Of course, the best bear case here is this weekly close would be in the negative. Then we have increasing exiting volume, and that would just be awful. That would be awful, because that would signal then a total breakdown, likely at least to. You're talking about what, about $94, somewhere in there, and then possibly all the way back down to this uptrend, which would maybe put us at about $88. So you're looking at $92 to $88 there, $92.56 to $88. Wow, that would be incredible, and that would turn this into an M topping reversal, you know, and that would make sense. And it's possible if Bitcoin has further breakdown, that's possible. But keep this in mind on quant, okay? You got to think about how this is going to move, okay? So it'll likely move within these resistance points with Bitcoin, and eventually it's going to get topside here, and that's going to correlate time-wise with Bitcoin making its next run up. So it could take longer. Just have patience. I don't think the bull market's over yet, but we're going to pay attention and watch and see. So that's your best bear case. That's your best bull case. That's my opinion. We will see you next time on The Market Wolf.